All right. And we are live. Iron Lords Podcast, LordsOfGaming.net, Lord Cognito, Lord Addict in the realm of Summer Games Fest. Another one of those BCD behind closed doors seeings. Obsidian with the announcement, the surprise announcement of Grounded 2 at the Xbox Game Showcase. So let's start before I get into what I've experienced. Let's get to what you experienced being in the showcase at the Xbox community event and Obsidian announcing Grounded 2.
So I have played a good amount of Grounded 2. I've gotten to like the second level, but never got to like the higher ends. I've never fought any of the bosses. I mean, they got the Black Widows in there. They got a lot of bosses in that game, except for that giant fish in the pond. We should be able to fight him. Not only the giant fish in the pond, we should be able to fight the bird that's on top of it too. But I'm just pulling that out there. So I do have a decent amount. I'm aware of how the game functions, and I'm aware of what it feels like, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert at it in any way, shape, or form.
No, fair enough. I mean, me and you come from the same background with Grounded in the sense of, look, I'm a full disclosure.
We're flowable and casual.
Lord Cognito is
See, but I know that this is a very loved game in the survival community because I know a few survival junkies
I'm gonna get to that.
That love this game.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to how this game transformed me from a fraud into loving. And this is when I knew the greatness of Obsidian. So basically, I remember when this is around the time that Obsidian got acquired, right? We're like, okay, what's the first game they're working on? And, what are the earlier games that they work? And then I remember seeing Grounded. And I was like, how do I shrunk the kids the game? Okay, this is what we doing? I ain't gonna front.
So we clowned.
We clowned. Full
because
yeah.
What you're looking at it, you got to think. It's not that we're clowning it because it is what it is. We're clowning it because it's out of jealousy, really, because we are huge Obsidian fans,
right.
and we're like, we wanted a turn-based maybe or an RPG. You give us this.
That's when we come in with that energy, and I remember it goes into kind of a free game preview kind of thing, right? And we go, okay, and I forget when they got out of it, and they was like, okay, it's out, try the game. And I have to admit, I'm playing this game.
It ran good at launch.
It runs smooth.
Because I remember the first time I saw a spider, you were definitely terrified when you see a spider.
But here's the thing. I don't usually like them survival. Hey, get 2 pebbles and make a rock and make a twig.
We're making a slingshot.
This thing was making
We're going to shoot grass at you.
And they was holding my hand in the beginning, like go to the little analyzer, put the rock, put the twig. Here, you go make this. Now you go get this to get your little dewdrops off the ground, to get your water. I'm like, and then you got the co-op seamless, engine smooth. Then they got the third person. And I'm like, I can see the character. I can jump. I can run. I can make my little weapons, my little suit. And the addiction start. I'm like, this is kind of fine. Then we do the co-op. Me, you, Sinister, Valaka. We play it. We build a little bait. And it really, but the key with this game, it had a narrative and a story beat.
They all do.
And it was good. So Grounded did its thing. And I had to beg the need Obsidian. I was wrong. I'm not questioning y'all. So now let's get to Grounded 2.
Yeah, so first question I have for you about this is, first off, anyone that's watching this, if I name an animal or if I name an insect that isn't in the isn't in the first one, I want you to put in the comment section. I don't know if cockroaches was in the first one, but I'm curious to Cog if he saw cockroaches in the game.
I did not see a cockroach.
No, but they said in the trailer, they were like, the only thing that can live down there is cockroach. I'm like, nope, I'm good. I don't know what's more scary, seeing a spider or a cockroach.
Listen, I haven't seen. I'm not going to confirm that they are not in the game. I'm just
they are in that game.
Okay, so they did say that. Okay,
they said
I take the word for it. I can just tell you about what I experienced. So look, the first thing you're going to notice is off the top, is the glow up in the sense of the fidelity. It looks way better. It runs way smoother. And now the space is just so much bigger.
They said the opening space is bigger than all of the original game.
Right.
The question I have for you is do you feel, because Grounded 1 was kind of made and kind of not made under Xbox. It was probably started and then finished with Xbox's money. This whole game was funded by Xbox. Do you see that Xbox money in it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about even the first game, I don't want to take nothing away from them, is that they did something that I never really see a co-op game do. It can get relate to this. Like, we'll have those co-op games where it's like 3 of the homies, 4 of us, the Lord's playing, and it's just like, okay, one got to drop off. He got to go, right? This game from a
Pick up
save,
and play.
from a save state standpoint, if it had me, Addict, King, we're playing together, we're level
See, that's
together.
how survivals are, though.
But
it's where you
yes.
pretty much give people permission to join
yes.
your
right.
world even when you're not on.
I can take that save state, right? Save it to my hard drive locally, continue it solo by myself if I want, or I could be like, okay, the next time you guys are available, we could take. I could send the save to you. You guys could do whatever you want to the save, or you could just keep it to the side, and then we all play together when we're ready. Just the flexibility of a game, not folding the fun if one's not there. And remember, unlike State of Decay, and even State of Decay is learning from Obsidian, remember our biggest beef with State of Decay.
Yo,
bro, don't go down the block
don't
too
want
far.
No
the tether. Oh, no.
Tether.
And I got from the depths. This is exclusive. I'll be exclusive. The way they did it now is they still got that where everybody could go off, right? But scaling. So if me and you go off or you go off Dolo and there's spiders or whatever.
So once you get a certain part of the scaling, it's harder.
Yes.
And they encourage you to go back.
Well, not that they encourage you to go back. They just let you know the difficulty will scale based on
that's
party size.
Like, yo, you're getting too far. You know you can't handle that. Come back.
And if you may be nice and you may have, handle your thing, but they just wanted to make it that way. And I thought it was dope.
Situations like that where you're a fighter, you are equipped it up.
Yeah.
It's like they are being more open to going out and exploring because they got the stuff to fight.
And the key thing is, I guess the number one request for the hardcore that playground was these little buggies, man.
Yeah, the rideable mounts.
The rideable mounts, bro. So I had so they had two.
Hold on. What was the creatures, like the ants? What did you see?
All right, so I saw ants.
Did you see a ladybug?
I did see Ladybug's back. I see Ladybug's back.
That was like the strongest armor. I don't know.
I saw some dragonfly type joint bugs.
Dragonfly?
Yeah, I saw some dragonfly.
Can you fly stuff?
He was fighting me. I set it on him because I had something that I was
I'm assuming you can do the buggies on the flying creatures.
I can't confirm which buggies they had, and for the sake of the build, they had two. I had the red ant. Me and my little ant. I jumped on his back so you could pet him. You could be like, all right, come on, y'all, you ready to go?
There you go, buddy.
Then you got ones that they got buggies that's just about the business. They fight, they aggressive. King gonna like them buggies. They got buggies that they just there to attack and red buggies.
What I like is when they did that, part of the direct, they said they wanted the mounts to do more than just traversal.
Yes.
They wanted them to also participate in unique fighting abilities.
Yes.
And they also wanted them to participate in building. And all of those together is what makes survival game.
Dope. And what's dope about the buggies too is, let's say you don't want to do the on-mount combat, you could jump off and your buddy get busy with you. He fighting the spider while you fighting the
Once again, it reminds me of that scene of Naruto where Naruto jumps off and he throws that Kurama and he's like, get him!
Yeah, get him. And my little buddy got roughed up by a spider at one point because I left him alone too long when I was trying to feed Beastie. But I'm going to tell you right now that you could see the developer even told me, he said another reason because they made it big is because now that you got these buggies, you can traverse the world a little faster. So they can't use that smaller space as well.
Why
they expanded it as well. So they said that. So we got story beats. The 4 kids are back.
I don't know if that's the same 4 kids. Maybe
yes,
you
no,
guys
it's for. I
played
this game. It's for Max is back, but with my man Drew, he looked like Drew with the flat top. Shout out to Drew. What's love? Man, he looked like you, Drew. I'm sorry. Shout out to Pippin. But so basically, they're back and they get struck again. They lose their memory. There is a literal narrative beat to what happened and a continuation. And the dope thing about Grounded, this is what I think is really cool that doesn't get enough credit, is every time the character goes to a new area, he's talking.
Well, is there, did you play with other people or just yourself?
I played in a solo session.
Because I'm kind of curious if the kids socialize with each other when they're walking around.
I would assume so. I know this is probably not, I shouldn't say that I assume so because the first game did that. So, we'll see. But I did think that was really cool how, like I said, they gave me a save at the beginning to start off to kind of on board, and they had a save mid-game where I had later said, now this is the thing you're going to like. They don't want me to use the term builds, but they had stuff where it was like, okay, mage, stealth, armor, weapons, and stuff that go to a specific play style that all the kids could pick and you can invest into the analyzer and make these stuff. The mage joint, I had some long distance thing that was shooting like a poison sap at enemies from a distance. I was like, yo, this is a level up in build crafting in Grounded. And they're not locking you in. You can take a little bit of stealth stuff. You can take a little bit of mage stuff. You can build up a heavy armor kind of character.
I did notice that they said that they are really focusing on like all of that. They're building the foundation higher and not just expanding it.
And just overall, last thing I say as we wrap soon is just that, again, got to shout out to Obsidian. This work rate, bro. Like, there's no game studio right now. We were thinking what, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2,
Grounded.
Bro, good year, Grounded. We'll hear from you next year. When that trailer comes out, I'm like, it's coming next year. Oh, this is dope. They working on it. Nah, son, July. What's up?
That shows you too that like Microsoft and Xbox is extremely happy with the results from Grounded 1, because this is a quick turnover.
Quick turnaround, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know the new strategies out there. I'm telling you right now. I think Switch Gang is gonna be all over this. Full cross play, full cross progression. The same stuff's gonna go. I think they got something. Then remember, they got the movie coming. So I think this is Grounded is about to be something. I was very impressed. The energy of the studio was great. What I played was fantastic. And yeah, I'm just going to shout out to the whole team in Obsidian. Any other further questions you got for me on Grounded 2?
That's about it. I'm excited. We'll probably put a video or two up for that.
No doubt the Lords will be back in the backyard. Shout out to the Black Rock Obsidian. Shout out to Xbox for giving us the opportunity to go hands-on with Grounded 2.